In July 2026, President Donald Trump arrived at a NATO summit in Turkey aboard a new $400 million Boeing 747 jet. It was a luxurious gift from Qatar, recently retrofitted to serve as Air Force One. But during the summit, a sudden escalation of military strikes between the U.S. and Iran placed the president at the top of an active assassination target list. When it was time to leave, the Secret Service executed a sudden protocol shift. They diverted the new jet to the United Kingdom, while the president was ushered onto a 35-year-old replacement aircraft instead. Security on the older jet was immediate and severe. Agents ordered the window blinds closed, and the flight crew disabled the tracking transponder, effectively vanishing the aircraft from commercial radar. Why would the most powerful person on Earth abandon a state-of-the-art jet for a Cold War-era relic in the middle of a military crisis? The problem lies in the jet's classification. The Air Force considered the Qatari aircraft a bridge jet, a temporary solution rushed into service to fill a gap in the presidential fleet. To speed up the delivery, engineers intentionally omitted several highly complex military modifications that are standard for a permanent Air Force One. These omissions left the jet without critical missile detection and countermeasure systems. Despite its $400 million price tag, missing hardware reduced the aircraft to a domestic commercial jet, making it a sitting duck in an conflict zone. Geographically, the NATO summit was a high-risk environment. Turkey and Iran share a direct land border. Iran possesses an arsenal of weaponry capable of traversing 800 miles, a range that completely covers the Turkish airspace where the president was staying. This imminent threat includes Iran's extensive Shahed drone fleet, capable of flying hundreds of miles, along with their Shahab ballistic missiles, creating an umbrella of danger over the entire region. Sending the vulnerable new jet to Royal Air Force Mildenhall in England placed it 2,500 miles away, safely outside Iran's strike radius. Meanwhile, the older Boeing VC-25A is a relic of Cold War engineering. It was built to be hardened against nuclear blasts and remains bristling with anti-missile technology. The Secret Service prioritized survival over luxury, effectively treating the airspace of a major NATO ally as an active combat zone. The White House eventually confirmed that the UK troop visit was a calculated distraction and misdirection tactic designed to mask the president's true flight path. But this highlights a systemic failure. Why is the U.S. president relying on a vulnerable bridge aircraft in the first place?
The crisis stems from massive production delays. The permanent, fully militarized next-generation Air Force One jets are not expected to be delivered until 2028. Presidential safety is built into the heavy-duty engineering required for the worst-case scenario. Until 2028, the commander-in-chief will rely on Cold War-era hardware to survive modern geopolitical threats.